We're at South High School where tonight the Red Wings take on Division II, number 1 ranked Port Washington in a basketball game alongside the coach Chris Wright. I'm Mike Martin. Chris, this is a tall task for South. Coming into league play, Port Washington, I got them at 10-0, Plymouth at 8-2, so this is an important game to win.
Yeah, you're talking about a team that over the last 5 years won 34 basketball games. They've won 20 games this year. They came out of nowhere. They lost by 25 to North way back at the beginning of the season. Since then, they've rolled off and won 17 games or something in a row. Currently ranked number 1 in state. We're talking about a team that really can defend and get down against their opponents.
Carl Lose is 18.2 points per game, and he's a load. Averages over 5 rebounds a game. Grady Carl's another one of their top players, averaging 13-7. They're going to be a load. They got to handle them. Yeah. South does.
Yeah, and again, they really defend. They're a big team. They're really strong. They had a really good football team. They got 3 of their guys were really strong football players on a team that was very successful. And then they got 2 really good basketball players to go with that, as Marty mentioned.
Now, they come in 20-1. They handled South pretty easily in the first contest. South, they're not a pushover, and they're going to be playing hard at times. We've seen them. They've played hard, and they have the ability to play really well. Pedrin, of course, is their leader in scoring, and Nolan Groh right behind. He's that big guy in the middle.
Yeah, it's senior night tonight. We're going to see a lot of seniors in here tonight. There's some disciplinary action going to go on, so some of the kids you may not see right away, but they will get in later in the ball game. But again, it's the senior night, 9 seniors here. A lot of pressure is going to be on the guards. They're going to make try to take care of the ball, and Bowman try to take care of the ball. And yeah, it's a tall task for all of them. And then like I said, with some discipline problems, it's going to be a struggle.
Jason Pregatz, I like the way he plays. He's a bigger guy. He's a good defender. He has the ability to score. It looks like, sounding from what you're saying, he's going to have to handle the ball quite a bit too.
Well, I think everybody's going to have to take care of the ball. And again, cutting down on your turnovers. On paper, they both average 70 points. You look at a lot of their stats, they're the same. But you're talking about a team, like I said, that knocked off Slinger, which I consider maybe the best Division II team. We'll see how it plays out. But they beat them by 1 point. So this team is for real. And I'm looking forward to it. Just like the other night, we got to see the Lady Dutch and that strong program over there as well.
One of the things that does concern me regarding South High is their three-point shooting. They're only shooting about 27%. If they can get hot tonight and stay in the ball game, they can put a lot of pressure on the Pirates and hopefully beat them.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to be patient and swing and wait for that opportunity to get that wide open shot. You're right, Marty. They haven't hit a lot of threes. When they do their best work, seems like it's inside in the paint. Well, when you go up against a team that's pretty strong in the post, you're going to have to get somebody that's going to be hot out there. We'll see what happens tonight. South's played some, like Marty mentioned, some really good basketball games this year. And they've had some clunkers. So which team shows up tonight?
I was thinking of the Plymouth game. We saw them at their best where they held the lead for most of the game, and they just kind of melted away late in the ball game and ended up losing it by 7 or 8 points. And if they can maintain that strong play like they showed in the early parts of the game, they got a lot of talent.
Yeah, and like I said, and we're talking about a team that's won 14 games this year, so South has had a very good season this year. They're just running up against a juggernaut tonight.
Yeah, right. All right, with that, we're going to step out, and we come back. We'll have the national anthem, the starting lineups, and the tip-off for tonight's game.
Okay, now that's going places.
I want to go places too.
I want you to have more opportunities than I had.
So I would live in Hershey, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, and you'll live with other students from all over the country. I'll see you soon. You're gonna be great.
Find your future at Milton Hershey School.
I'm Belinda, and this is Willard, and we were adopted in 2021. When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile, and he has a big heart to match.
The energy you give Todd, you get it back from Todd.
Yeah.
Todd's a joy.
Yes, he
Todd
is.
really is a great joy.
I love him. You and you.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
This land is your land.
This land we love belongs to all of us. Yet not everyone is treated equally. Right now, millions of Americans are fighting for the things promised to all by the Constitution. Learn how the ACLU is defending the right to vote, free speech, and other civil liberties at myaclu.org.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sheboygan South High School. Tonight's game features the visiting Port Washington Pirates against your Sheboygan South Red Wings. Port Washington, Sheboygan South, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, and with that privilege comes the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. This means showing respect for all players, coaches, and fellow fans. Any fan who stands up and yells or uses profanity towards the officials, coaches, or players may be removed from the game. For the enjoyment and respect of everyone in attendance, we ask for your full cooperation in upholding the high ideals of sportsmanship. Let's keep the focus where it belongs, on students and our student athletes, and creating a positive game day environment. Thank you and enjoy the game. And now to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask that you stand if you are able. Remove your hats and headwear for the playing of the national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First for the Pirates, a senior, number 2, Grady Carrolls. A senior, number 4, Cal Luce. A senior, number 13, Aiden Mitchell. A senior, number 14, Isaiah Shefjan. A senior, number 55, Finn Poshik. And now for the Red Wings. 5'10", sophomore. From Horace Mann, Liam Hinn. 6'2", sophomore. From Horace Mann, number 12, Leighton Hamilton. A 5'10" senior from the Christ Child Academy, Chase Bowman. A 5'8" senior from the Christ Child Academy, number 21, Seaver Noel. And a 6'2" senior from Farnsworth, number 34, Ryan Steffen. The Red Wing coaches, Jesse Shaw and Leroy Hamilton. The officials for tonight's game are James Obink, James Wanzer, and Tim Wissey. These individuals are registered by the WIAA and assigned by the Glacier Trails Conference. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game.
Some of the normal starters for South are not in. You see how the replacements do. Taking control of the ball right away is Carl Losey.
He's the one to watch, number 4, Marty. 18 points a game.
South playing a man-to-man defense. Good defense by Hamilton. Long possession for the Pirates. A good drive. Leaping up in the air and scoring was Grady Carls.
See how Liam here, number 4, takes care of the basketball. Liam started every game so far, I believe, for the Red Wings. We've seen Hamilton have some good games this year too, Marty.
A little more will be put on his shoulders tonight. Seaver Noel gets inside, gets a nice pass over to Stevens, but it's knocked away. Three-point shot is up and in by Liam Hinn.
Liam knocks down his 11th of the year. As I mentioned in the opening,
blowing it up but not scoring, but getting the rebound was Pashik. And then putting it in for 3 was Cal Losey.
there you see it, the shot. Mentioned it in the opening. Last 5 years, 35 total wins for Port Washington. No winning seasons. Now they're 20-1.
Amazing how that works.
What a nice job by Garrett Huffman.
Hamilton on the drive was foul. That foul is going to go on Sheftkin.
I've reffed some youth basketball games in Oostburg with Garrett. He's a good, nice young man. Up-and-coming coach. You could just tell when he said he took over the boys program.
Steffen got a nice pass from Hinn and got the shot off, but couldn't make it. He was fouled, so he'll be shooting a pair of free throws. Foul goes on Mitchell.
I was just going to say, hasn't made a free throw all year, Marty.
Got his first right there. Did he have any misses?
2.
0 for 2. Now he's 2 for 4. And that ties up the game at 5. Carls has it. Little crossover. And trying to get the shot. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, Chris, but Mitchell was fouled.
Yeah. Simple call for the officials when you put your hands down on an opponent like that.
Well, it looked like it went off of Poshik's leg, and then Stevens picked it up, but they declared it out of bounds on South.
Good live hands there by Liam. And good live hands by Hamilton.
3-ball rims in and out, but another offensive rebound by Poshik. And that shot is no good. And chasing it down was Knoll, but then he has his pocket picked. Chris, for all the games that we've announced this year, we've had more whistles blown in these first 3 or 4 minutes than we have in many times an entire half.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking.
The other thing that gets me is now that violation happened right at half court, but he moved him up a good 10 feet. Steffen with a 3.
Hey, Marty, in the opening you said they got to make some threes. How about 2 for 2?
Ball is inside. Bowman has to kick it back out. Or that was Shefkin, actually. Good cut through the lane, a good pass, but the shot wouldn't go in for Losi. And driving hard to the basket and scoring. No way! Referee called it off. Great drive by Bowman, canceled by the foul. Mitchell picks up his second foul. Poshik checks out. Tallest man on the floor. It's a help for the Red Wings.
That would have been nice for Chase to get a basket on senior night.
I'm looking for a three-point play. Hamilton.
Oh boy.
Boy, oh boy. Foul goes on Shefkin. That's his second. Checking in for the Red Wings is Christian Foster. Coming off is Seaver Knoll. There you see the foul, but no basket. They waved it off. Good replay, Scott.
Good patience and good ball movement.
Hamilton's shot is off, but cleaning up underneath was Ryan Steffen with another basket. He has 7 points. And driving and scoring right to the basket was Carls.
They're going to be tough to stop, Marty. Carls. Good ball player.
Late. Foster was open on the cut, but the pass was late. Nolan Groh checks in for the Red Wings. Chase Bowman comes out. Checking in was Will Tyson for the Pirates.
Just take care of the basketball.
Groh leads it off to Leighton Hamilton, who puts it up and in. Nice pass from Nolan.
Yep. Nolan needs to get his feet wet a little bit. Good try by him there, just missed it.
Loading it up and firing it right into the basket was Will Tyson. That makes the score 12-10 South. We get a timeout. You're going to see that nice pass to Leighton Hamilton from Groh. And wide open,
yeah.
Tyson puts it in.
Yeah, he's their third leading three-point basket maker. Can't leave him open.
Grow averages 12-6 a game, and Nolan is still a leading rebounder for South, averaging 9.1 rebounds per game.
Now, Marty, you may think the best part of the start so far for South is the lead. I think it's the fact that they haven't turned the ball over.
Ooh,
and when
good
you
point.
don't turn the ball over, create more opportunities, and here's a little pressure by Port.
That's why you're the analyst.
No, it's just making a...
That's a great point.
I mean, they're very patient. They're coming off their screens. You know, see how they can, like I said, Leon can handle the pressure.
Ken
here.
has it being guarded by Larir, Jack Larir. Foster, a little fake, put it up with the left hand, couldn't get it in. Groh stays with it, forces it up and in. Good offensive basket by Nolan Groh. Poshik with it on the outside. Looked like he was going to get around Groh, but we get a quick whistle. Nolan is going to pick up the foul.
You have to respect the three-point shot from Poshik. He can make them, but Groh's got to know his speed, so maybe back off a little bit. You'd rather have him shoot a three than try to drive to the basket and get a two.
Kick out pass.
And South is scrambling.
Good cut down the middle by Colton Stuckman, and he picks up the foul. He'll be shooting a pair.
What? Oh, they called a held ball, Marty.
Oh, okay. We'll take that. Since Port controlled the opening tap, the arrow points South's way. And they got numbers. Foster wide open. Couldn't get it to go. Good hustle by Groh. And we're going to get a foul on Port. It's going to go on Colton Stuckman.
You know, I would have preferred him to drive it to the basket. He had a 2-on-1, and you had the big fella Groh under the hoop.
Not good hustle that time by Hinn.
Yeah, it wasn't the best pass, though, either.
Pretty good defense being played by the Red Wings. They keep an eye on Carl's number 2 and number 4, Cal Losey.
Oh, just out of his reach.
Losey wide open. The left-hander puts it up, but couldn't get it in. And we're going to get a travel call.
That's terrible, Marty. It's either a foul. Oh, that's a tough call.
Have to see that one again, Scott. Not that it's going to change the call, but...
Why is that a travel? Because he hit the turf? Nobody could go on the ground then.
Ball's going to go on South. Pragatz slipped into the game when we weren't looking, Chris.
So he must have jumped up in the air and landed on his back without any help. He planned that. That's how you practice.
Yeah, right.
The last thing you should do is call travel there.
Poshik has it inside. He's triple teamed and loses the ball. Oh my goodness. Say it went off of a South player.
Stay on your feet. Stay on
Good
your
defense
feet.
by South. They're really scrambling.
Yep, they're hustling. How about that?
Good scramble defense by the Red Wings and forced a turnover.
Yeah. Little pressure on the #1 ranked team in the state, causing them to turn the ball over.
Christian Foster brings it up. Also in the ball game for South is Jaden Weesaw.
Don't have to force it.
No, that was not a good drive that time by Foster.
There was nowhere to go.
Exactly. Groh trying to get inside position. It's pretty hard against Pashak, and he steals it away. Good hands by Christian, keeping it away from Tyson.
Just like that, South with 3 turnovers. You know,
we've had a scoring drought too. It's been sitting at 14-10 for quite a while.
You're right, Marty.
Rolling down to the 10-minute mark left in the first half. Good feed inside, and an undercut on Foster. That was dangerous. Finn Pashak is going to be at the line shooting.
He's just a 50% shooter, Marty. So he'll probably...
Pashak goes 6-6.
He'll probably make this one. Whoops.
And the ball goes off of, it was either Weesaw or Groh. So Port is going to get it right back. South setting up into, it looks like a zone defense. Left wide open and shooting it, missing it, and then getting the rebound was Losi, and he puts it up and in on the rebound. You know, how many times have we talked about picking up the ball at midcourt, losing your dribble? There's a foul not called. The rebound putback is good by Groh.
A lot of contact.
Oh, a lot of contact. Worked out well for South, however.
Play with your feet, not your hands.
Losi gets it into Carls, and he's fouled underneath.
Because he left his feet. Jaden, you got to stay down on your feet. When you lunged, Carls went right by you. He's a smart basketball player, would.
Both teams sitting with 5 team fouls. We got over 9 minutes left.
Port can't make any free throws of late.
Pin back in, and as is Leighton Hamilton. Here you get a good shot of Finn Pashak. His first point of the night. Pin being guarded by Losi. Pregatz airmails that one to the fans on the other side of the gym.
Got to be better than that.
They just don't seem to be moving like they did in the early part of the game, Chris.
Yep, well, they're getting stuck in corners too, like you've mentioned, picking up dribbles and... That's a bailout.
Shot attempt by Mitchell is no good, but he does draw the foul. Mitchell rattles that one in.
They're shooting a lot of free throws, Marty.
I know. And they get an offensive rebound. Bowman with that one.
That should just not happen. Groh didn't do his job that time.
Losey got inside and puts it up and in. Boy, he's quick. And we get a timeout, 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Chris, I know I just mentioned it, and you agreed, but early in the game, it just seemed like South was crisp on their passing and moving the ball around. When you look at Port and their half-court offense, they're really good at that. They move the ball around and are moving.
Yep, they taking care of the pressure, and again, can't lunge on defense, but we mentioned it earlier when South was, I believe, up 14-10. They had no turnovers. Since that time, they have 2 points and 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
So,
so far, Port is 2 of 6 from the free throw line. South is 2 of 2. South has 6 team fouls now. Port Washington has 5. Good to see Richard Bartson at the game. His first action this year. Our crew tonight is Eric Wiesman up here on top. Nate Delasassi is on the floor camera, and of course Scott Maloff is our esteemed director. Weesaw had it just picked away, and then he picks up a foul. You know, Jaden just left the ball right out there for it to be slapped out of his hands. And it's a 7th team foul on South, so Port will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Aiden Mitchell, who had a 1-for-2 trip just a couple of minutes ago, is on the line again. Oh boy.
One dribble, pick up the ball.
And then we don't catch the ball.
One dribble, and you don't, played over 20 games this year. You should know better than that.
Trying to get it out of pressure and almost getting it taken away. We're going to get a tie-up, I believe, was Grady Carls. It was a tie-up, and the arrow points in Port's direction. Stuckman has it.
Good hands by Hamilton.
They got it in the middle to Mitchell, but then his pass inside got tipped away. Cole Stengel and Ryan Steffen in the ball game. Pragatz and Groh take a rest. Stuckman couldn't get it to go.
There, once again, we're picking up our dribble, Marty. As I've always told my players, we're dribbling with a purpose, or why are we dribbling?
Steffen from deep, got it again. His second 3 of the half. He has 10 points. And a deep 3 that time by Carls is no good. Spangle gets away with a double dribble. Good skip pass. We saw looked like he might have had an opening, and then he threw it away.
That's his third turnover, Marty.
Losey, no good. Long rebound. Port gathers it back in. Good help defense by Spangle, and then a nice tip by Steffen over to Leighton Hamilton. South has control and the lead. Pin from deep, couldn't get it. Good box out inside by Mitchell. He gets the rebound. Stuckman trying to dump it down inside. Not a good decision. Hamilton, score of the basket. Hamilton with his second hoop. Goaltending that time. No, I didn't think it was goaltending, Chris. I thought he just knocked it off the backboard.
I agree.
South up 3, 5:38 remaining. Carls has it. He got inside, got right by Hamilton, puts it up and in for Grady Carls. He has 6 points.
First you got to stop ball, but where was the weak side help as well? So 2 bad things happened there.
Foster back in. Hamilton with an open 3, couldn't get it to go. Good rebound by Shefkin. Oh, nice cut down the lane, and Shefkin is rewarded with a nice pass from Carls for an easy 2. We get a full timeout there. You're going to see it right there. Great pass, great shot. With the score 22-21 Port, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Ethical, well-regulated hunting fuels conservation. Dallas Safari Club is about the hunting lifestyle and so much more. Ethical hunters consume the animals they hunt, distributing what can't be consumed immediately to local communities. DSC educates and advocates for sustainable use of wild resources, safeguarding wildlife, habitats, and people from Texas to Tanzania. Dallas Safari Club. Hunt big, think bigger. Learn more at biggame.org.
In action earlier, Sheboygan South's JV team continues their hot run this year, defeating Port 65-44, Chris. It was an impressive win by the JV team. Also, just looking at my stats, I see Port shoots just a touch over 35% on threes, and they haven't shot many threes tonight. At least they haven't made many. I think they have 2.
I have them for 1. 2.
Tyson had 1,
yep.
I got, and Losey.
Yep, that's what I got. I got them 1.
We got a half-court trapping defense.
They're 2 of 8 so far from 3, Port is. Good job there by Foster. Much better there for South.
Hamilton with a nice fake and got the shot up, and he put it in. Good play by Leighton. He's had a nice half. You got a travel on Stuckman.
Turnover number 4 for the Pirates.
What do you South have?
Too many.
That many? Chris is still counting.
7.
7. Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's not good at all.
Patience.
Hinn has it on top, being guarded by Carls. Hamilton down the lane, stops and shoots and scores, and he's fouled. Mitchell commits his third foul of the half, Chris.
I don't know if he was fouled, but he sold it well. Third foul on.
He got it early in the half, Chris. So did Sheftkin. He's got 2, and he's been playing a lot this half, which is a little surprising.
Got to finish though.
We got to see that basket make by Hamilton and see if Mitchell did commit the foul that Chris was asking about.
Hey, we're not gonna. Oh boy.
Boy, they're calling it awfully quick. He didn't hardly have a chance to put his hands on him. Foul is on Foster.
And he didn't. He had his body, which.
Yeah.
I mean.
Foster still out there. He's got 2 fouls. Coming out is Cole Spangle. Stepping back in for him.
Oh, Nolan Groh, you got to box out better.
Losey, too easy. He has 9 points.
Stuff should just never happen.
South still has the lead. Port extending their pressure.
Good backdoor cut.
Good kick out pass. Good defense played by Losey to get up on Foster before he could shoot it. Hamilton's shot off the glass is no good, and Port comes away with the rebound.
Tough shot that time.
Port working around the zone. Good steal by Groh. Tried to get it inside to Pashik. Couldn't do that. Good feed inside to Groh, but it looked like he traveled. Pretty good defense by Pashik too, Chris, to not let him get right to the basket. 2:22 left, South still up. Losey almost threw it away. Looked like Stuckman might have walked again, no call. And burying the 3 was Grady Carls. His first 3 of the ball game. He has 9 points. Port up 2.
Big 2 minutes for South here. They got to hang in there.
Good feed inside to Groh. His shot is blocked by Pashik. Wow. They're calling it close.
Yeah, but Port's been stuck on 6 fouls for a long time, and if there wasn't any contact on that last one.
Yeah.
And if you look at the free throw disparity.
Good block out by Foster on Stuckman's miss. South has the ball. They're down 2. Quick hands by Stuckman, knocks it away from Hamilton. And Pashik with the big block. Gonna be hard to take it on a drive with him in there, Chris. Tyson back in the game for the Pirates. Pregatz with a little spin move. Had his shot blocked out. Well, they're saying it's off of South. Chris is throwing up his hands.
Well,
You're not going to take it down underneath against that guy.
No, where are you going?
Under a minute. Good hands by Groh to tip that pass away. It was intended for Sheftkin. He was open underneath the basket too. Nobody was guarding the corner guy, but he didn't make it. The ball is tipped out of bounds. South will get it with 42 seconds left. I don't know if they're good enough ball handlers to play for one shot, but that might be an option.
It's a long time to go. Let's
I
see.
know.
See if
I
there's
agree.
Here comes the double. What are we going to do with it?
Oh, throw it right away. Oh, another turnover. You had Foster open. That was a good call. Pregatz on the bump. And more free throws for Port Washington.
Pregatz, and we saw 5 turnovers.
For Pregatz, that's
And-
his third foul, Chris. He didn't even start the game.
And no points for those 2 gentlemen. Have to have a better second half, gentlemen.
We saw back in the game for Pregatz.
Get it. Nice.
All right, three-pointer ties it. 15 seconds left. Pin being guarded by Losi.
Got to get to the basket. Got to get to the
Hamilton
basket.
loads it up. Couldn't get it. Looked good from here, but a little bit long, and we're at halftime with Port Washington leading 28-25.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without a high school diploma. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers.
Your achievement has set an example for so many students. Most importantly, your daughter.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free adult education centers near you.
Listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. It's acting like they running shit they really ran through. I spend that 500 before I ever trap you. Let me pop off.
By the poisonous power of my serpent's venom.
Sooner or later, you will open those eyes. When they find me, I'm in Valentino.
The South High Dance Team will be performing tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at the Stephanie Wiles Center for the Black History Month celebration. Admission is free. Come see the performance tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at the Stephanie Wiles Center for the Black History Month celebration.
What if there was a place where every kid got a chance to be great? The Hershey's believe learning shouldn't have a price. Everything we need is taken care of. Our classrooms, they have no walls. We learn by doing through programs that give us an early start on college and our careers. Here, we have the chance to be great. And you can be next.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
My dad was my hero. He was a hero to a lot of other people too, because he was a firefighter. A few years ago, he was diagnosed with cancer from doing search and recovery at Ground Zero in the aftermath of 9/11. I was working 3 jobs and going to school, but every chance I got, I went to the hospital to see him. I was holding his hand when he took his last breath. I didn't want to let him go. I wanted my dad to be proud of me. I wanted to do something to help people, just like he did. I couldn't be a firefighter because I'm way too scrawny, but I could be a nurse. College is crazy expensive. Even working 3 jobs wasn't enough. First Responders Children's Foundation gave me a scholarship that helped me pay for college and lifted a huge weight from my shoulders. I just recently graduated from college, passed my boards, and am now a licensed registered nurse in New York. It feels really good to help people. If everybody were to help someone else, the world would be a much better place. So what are you gonna do?
Even more than I wanted a gold medal, I wanted a heart of gold, like the mentors who were my balance beams refusing to let me down, and the coaches who spoke out to anything out of bounds. Heroes who never stood on podiums, but stood up for me. Every shot I made, give the assist to those who since my youth were referees, ready to blow the whistle and end abuse.
Oh, I don't see where you got your degree.
I don't have one. I went another route.
All right. I guess tell me a bit about your experience.
For 15 years, I've been managing logistics and mastering project management skills.
Wow. Sounds like you've got just the kind of skills and experience we're looking for.
Every child is on a journey to become the person they were meant to be. At Children International, we're empowering children and youth to forge a path out of poverty. Walking alongside on their journey, we equip them with education, skills, and resources to succeed in every milestone of growth so they can achieve bright futures for themselves, their families, and communities. Learn more at children.org today.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Leading scorers in the first half for Port Washington. Grady Carls led everybody with 11 points. Following him was Port's high scorer, Cal Lozzi. He had 9. For South, they were led by Ryan Steffen with 10 points. And then following him was Leighton Hamilton, who had a real fine first half. South trails by 3. Chris, what do you have?
Crazy strange, Marty. Both teams 10 of 21. Both teams with 3 threes. Biggest difference in the game is Port getting to the line and those extra 4 turnovers against South. I'll tell you, South played hard, Marty, in that first half. You got to give them credit there. They're only down by 3, but empty trip, a lot of time with no points. 2 bad spells with no points. If I'm Port Washington, I'm ecstatic about where I am. We didn't play very well. We're only down by 3. I'm worried about, just like I was the other night last week against when we saw Notre Dame and North play, I'm afraid Port Washington's all of a sudden going to go on a tear and not miss a lot of shots. That's my biggest fear, but I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too. All right, and we're off. Christian Foster gets it on a pass from Leighton Hamilton. Liam Hinn is in, and Ryan Steffen, the leading scorer, also starting this half, along with number 15, Chase Bowman. Good fake by Foster, and he puts a 3 up, but couldn't get it to go. Cal Lozzi on the rebound, and he brings it up.
Foster now 0 of 4.
On a positive note, Chris, no whistles so far. 34 seconds in. Good cut through the lane and muscling his way in and putting up the shot in the basket was Aiden Mitchell. He has 5 points.
Yeah, his first basket.
Port now up by 5 points. It's South has got to hang in there. They played hard, like Chris said, but they got to score points, not have empty trips. Kick out. Good by Steffen, his third 3.
Have a senior night. Bring him right back in.
Carls going down the lane, couldn't get the shot in, gets his own rebound, puts it up again and scores.
Tough. Liam Hinn's done a nice job of taking care of the basketball tonight. One of the requirements I mentioned in the opening.
Hamilton didn't make it, but Steffen crashing the board, took it right away from the Port player and scored.
Yeah, it was such a weird shot off the backboard that everybody stood around except for Steffen.
Carls stops from 5 out and puts it up and in. He's a machine tonight, 15 points. Foster down the lane, gets fouled, he'll be shooting. Chris is signaling 4. Yeah, Mitchell picks up his 4th foul. Port coached by Garrett Huffman, South of course by Jesse Shaw.
Mitchell not a big scorer, but definitely a force on defense and with that big body of his. And I like the fact that Foster attacked. They called a lot of fouls against South, which led to a lot of free throws for Port. Maybe South can flip the resume for that to our side.
Foster scores his first 2 points of the ball game. Good hands by Bowman. Jump shot from outside is no good, but Pashek going right over Steffen for the rebound. The original shot was missed by Jack Lareer. Two-point ball game. Foster looking to take Pashek, and he does, and he gets fouled. And that's going to go on Isaiah Shefkin, and that'll be his 3rd.
I liked it the last time, but that was a little difference going against the 6'6" kid. But hey, he got the foul, like I mentioned.
You know what I think the difference was on this drive is Pashek is actually guarding him, so he has to come out a little bit.
And you know they're calling those fouls. He's got 3 now.
Stuckman back in. Colton played a pretty nice first half for Port, and checking out is Shefkin. All tied up at 34. Hinn with a tough assignment guarding Losi.
That's okay now. He just had to switch over to Carl.
Oh, left him wide open. But good help defense that time. Steffen, one of the 2 helpers.
Yeah, Bowman there too, and that time they got Bowman.
For Chase, that's his 2nd personal. Oh, Pashek, too big, too tall, his first points of the game, which is surprising.
Well, he averages just 5. He does all the dirty work.
Good fake by Hamilton, and he misses the shot, but is fouled. That's going to go on Colton Stuckman.
Wow.
Hamilton was missed his only free throw attempt in the first half. Nolan Groh is in, and coming out is Bowman. Ten points now for Layton. He's having a fine game, not only scoring points, but also defense and his ball handling. Good defense by Foster. Stefan wide open from the top of the key, and he buries another one.
Oh my.
18 points for Ryan.
6 for 6 from the floor.
And right back at you. Jack Laurier scores on a pass in the middle of the lane, and he gets fouled.
6 for 6 from the floor, Marty. And he's got 5 rebounds.
Laurier can't get the free throw, and getting the rebound was Hamilton. Groh went down, but he looks to be okay. Hamilton with a dump down inside to Nolan, and he scores. 6 points for Nolan.
That was sweet.
A little offensive foul not called. Carls again scores. And we got a timeout, I believe.
Full
timeout, so we'll take a short break and be right back.
Time to go! Come on!
They're relying on us.
Are we gonna be okay?
We're relying on you. Please help.
South High with the lead, 41-40. It's been a very entertaining ball game. I mentioned at halftime that Port Washington only made half of their free throws, and they went to the line 12 times. South, on the flip side, so far this half have made 6 of 6 and 8 of 9 in the ball game. There you see Chris Hine and Tom Desatel with the TJ Pitch.
Larry Brahan
and Jeff Risto in the red. TJ's got his girls basketball team playing well.
A lot of smart people right there. A lot of coaching experience too between Deso and Risto and Brahan, and now the young Pitch.
Taking it inside, fadeaway jumper won't go down, and Nolan falling over the much shorter Laurier draws the foul. It'll be his third.
Nolan tried awful hard. Can't fault the effort, just was a little out of position.
Nate Delasasi giving you that shot. Giving you that shot there, giving you the Tom Desatel shot. Pretty good defense by Liam on the baseline against Losi. Stuckman wide open, couldn't get it to go, and chasing it down was Leighton Hamilton. Eric Wiesman giving you that shot. Pretty tight defense by Stuckman. And coming over, taking it right away was Losi.
First turnover for South in the second half. What a difference.
And Losi scores with the left hand. He is a left-hander, but still looked pretty.
Yeah, it's first one here. Patience.
Wow. Stefan, you're going to get over the back on Ryan. He missed the 10-footer, and then in an effort to tip it to a teammate, and over the back of Pashik.
Well, you have the normal starting five on the floor. Down by 1. Let's see what they can do here, Marty.
Pedrin making his first appearance of the ball game. Deep three is in and out, and then tipped back out. Carl's getting it.
No box out.
Losey looking to take Weesaw. And good rebound by Groh, and then we get a whistle. Foul goes on Shefkin. That'll be his 4th. Poshak back in. Good job of getting it right to the middle. And Pedrin couldn't get the lob pass in. Nice pass from Liam Hinn. And Port throws it out of bounds.
It's got to be, yeah, there's no way it wasn't South ball.
The out official signaled that it was Sheboygan South's ball, so they will get it.
Full court pressure.
Port up 1. And a good steal by Losey. He's quick.
And another turnover.
Losey from deep. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That one hurt. He has 14 points. Pedrin looking to go baseline. Couldn't get it.
He's got to get in the flow of the game a little bit. Don't force it so much.
Yeah,
Nolan.
exactly. Agree with you 100% on that. We saw with a pull-up 10-footer, couldn't get it, but Groh with the rebound gets it back out. We saw a second shot is no good, and Port comes away with it. Losey on the push. Poshak going hard and hits it off the side of the backboard. Oh. Pregatz almost lost it. Spin move. Shot is up and in, and he's fouled.
His first basket of the day.
Poshak picks up his first foul. Pregatz finishes off the three-point play, makes it a one-point game again. Will Tyson in the game for Port.
Don't need to reach.
Did you see that slap down, no call?
Don't need to reach.
Skip pass, good dump down inside to Poshak. He puts it up and in. Good passing by the Pirates.
Well, you got 5 seniors on the floor. See what they do here, Marty.
And a bad pass. Oh, just what we didn't need. Come on, boys. We're better than that. Need a defensive stop. Carls has it, but it's stolen away. Pregatz with the mini stuff. Carl's open, couldn't get it. Nice rebound. Looked like it was tapped out of bounds by a Port player, but the official didn't see it that way. They will get it back.
Yeah.
I thought Pedrin had the rebound, but
he didn't go up strong enough, Marty. Got to go up strong. Be strong.
Pretty good defense by South. Got to recover to the shooter.
Good hands by Pedrin.
I think they're going to get Nolan Groh, and if they do, it's his fourth. Let's see.
No.
Pregetz.
He's got
his fourth.
Yeah.
Either way. Pashik with 5 points now. Coming in for Jaden Pregetz is Hamilton. Good rebound. I'll tell you, Port goes after the ball. You got to give him that. Jack Laurier with the foul. Foster has it being guarded by Tyson. Pedron wide open. Off, no good. Groh almost had it, but was knocked away, and coming away with it was Tyson. Good dump down inside. Shot is no good. Pedron comes away with it. Pedron lays it up and in.
Coast to coast.
We're all tied up. 7:30 left. Losey open, puts it up, the left-hander drains it. For Cal Losey, that's his third three of the ball game. You get a timeout, it's a 30-second timeout. Got to be able to cover up those shooters.
Yeah, you could just tell when he was there. I knew the ball was going in right when it left his hand.
Here you see it again. Good skip pass.
Yep, instead of hustling out there, a little slow to get out there. And I knew it when it left his hand.
Grady Carls has 17 points, as does Cal Losey. Leading the Red Wings is Ryan Steffen with 18. And chipping in with 10 is Leighton Hamilton.
It's going to be a tough sectional D2, the one that South's in. I think South will be a 5 or a 6 seed on their side. On their side, they have Plymouth, Notre Dame, who we saw a week ago, West of Pier. The other side, you have #1 Slinger and Port Washington. Port Washington 1-2, and Nicolet. That's the other side of the bracket.
It's a shame to get those Slinger and Port in the same sectional.
Well, and Notre Dame and West of Pier, Nicolet, those are all good ball clubs.
Hamilton open, good ball movement. Leighton with a 3. His first 3 of the ball game. That ties up the game.
Couldn't have came at a better time, Marty.
That's going to be the 6th team foul on South. Foster with the foul, his 3rd.
Good ball movement.
Shot is up and in. Will Tyson with his 2nd 3 of the game. He had 1 in the first half.
Good ball movement by Port that time.
Pedron from way outside, couldn't get it to go. Good ball movement.
Yep.
Another 3, Tyson. And just what you suspected might happen is happening, Chris. They're getting hot.
Yep.
Hamilton wide open, rims off. Carls with the board. Under 6 minutes. Carls gets it in the lane and dumps it down inside to Laurier, and he puts up an easy 2, and all of a sudden, South is down 8 points. Are you going to see it? Inside, out, and a 3. I think this is the one where we get the easy shot. Yeah, right there. Outside in.
We've mentioned a number of times, Marty, their ball movement is so good, and they rarely take a bad shot, you know. And because of that, you know, easier opportunities in making them.
Our next ball game will be next Thursday, February 26th, when Oostburg boys come to Sheboygan Lutheran for a 7:15 game. We look forward to bringing that game on the air, and that's going to wrap up our season, Chris. We're right down to the end. Yep, that is. The 26th is our last game. You won't be there. Lucas Schulze is going to take your spot. Once the pairings come out, we'll have to talk to Chris and see if we can get a tournament game in or two. I'm not sure who's going to be in town playing. You'd think Lutheran would be. I'm not so sure about South or North on the boys' side. Christian also might get a home game to see about that. But stay tuned, check for that. Tournament games. Like I said, our last game is next Thursday. Oostburg at Lutheran. Pin open. Good ball movement by South, and it's in and out. Oh my. That close to going in, and it just wouldn't go down. That, Chris, right there was a good offense.
It was. And it was just
5 minutes left.
Just one fall in.
A lot of time. He's got to play some defense. Pashik setting up on the high post, gets a screen. Spangle now has a tough assignment with Losi. And good help defense. Losi's shot is short. Pashik with the rebound and a putback. You got to get that loose ball, boys. Ten-point lead. Good cut by Hamilton. His shot is short-armed it, and coming away with the rebound was Laurier.
They've been on 51 for a long time.
I believe it was at one point 52 to 51.
It was.
Calling a foul on Cal Losi. His first team foul. And the 7th team foul now would be a great opportunity to score some points without the clock running, Chris. Got to make your free throws. We saw on the line.
Next Thursday, South finishes their season at Kewaskum. And now you're not making free throws either.
Oh, quick move. And then he kicks it out to Pashek, who nails a 3. Oh my. 10 points for Finn in this half. 10 points in the game. In waiting for some help. Didn't get much of a screen from Hamilton, and then stolen away by Port.
Just the 4th turnover for South in the second half, but
and a steal, and tipped away. Oh my. And Coach Garrett Huffman calls a timeout. Oh, not very good basketball these last few seconds. It's a full timeout. Scott, why don't you take us to a break? We'll be right back.
My connection to substance use disorder is that I have it, and
I am now a person in long-term sustained recovery from it. Let us use this life and this light and these words as a beacon of hope. So when I tell people like poetry saved my life, it's not a platitude. I knew that I had something that could help, and a good thing came from it.
Back here at South High School, Port has 3 players in double figures. Carls, Lossi, and Pashek, and then chipping in with 9 is Will Tyson. For South, they have 13 points from Leighton Hamilton and 18 points from Ryan Steffen, who's really played inspired basketball tonight.
Port Washington, 15 of 25 in the second half, Marty. 5 of 9 from 3. And a good decision to hold the ball there. They just want to run some clock.
Under 3 minutes left in the ball game, and 13-point advantage by the Pirates.
South's going to have to foul or get out on their guys, because I don't think they're going to shoot unless they get an easy one.
One thing that Port has shown all game is their ability to handle the ball. There you go. Oh, blocked. Spangle with the block. 2:20 remaining.
Good effort there by Cole. Well, where are we going to go on offense here? That's
Hamilton almost lost his balance, able to keep the ball. Foster being guarded closely by Tyson. Tried to slip through, got the shot up, but it just wouldn't go in.
Nice
and then Spangle draws the foul on Lareer.
Nice effort by Cole there. Both ends.
Spangle making his first trip to the line tonight. Mitchell and Shefgren both checking back in. They each have 4 fouls, Chris. It's always nice to see Pashek on the bench, his height.
Empty trip, Marty.
Yeah, it's 3 free throw misses in a row after making all their free throws prior to that. And getting the easy shot and basket with Shefgren underneath. 15-point advantage by the Pirates.
14-0 run.
Hamilton's shot is in. And a quick timeout by South. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. I don't know if there's enough time, Chris, being down 13.
Nope.
You almost got to start the fouls.
You do.
Hopefully they'll miss in that bonus situation.
Yeah, we mentioned that they shoot at a 65% clip, almost 66%. Can't fault the effort by the Red Wings today. Played hard.
We had mentioned some of the people that normally would start did not. The replacements who did start the game played awfully hard, like you mentioned, and they actually played very well.
They did.
Kept the game very close, had the lead much of the time.
Yep.
South is going to apply full court pressure. Very good job by Port to, why aren't we fouling? Letting them run clock. Losi with the left hand. Got to make them go right. 19 points for that young man. He averages 18-2 a game. In with a dump down inside to Groh, and he scores and is fouled. Nolan now with 8 points.
Port Washington finishes at Cedar Grove, and then next Tuesday they play at Plymouth. Should be a good battle.
Grayson Allen for Port picked up the foul. Pashek back in for Port. .4 seconds left. You know what was nice tonight? Our scoreboard stayed on the whole game. Eric Wiesman standing right next to us, taking all the credit. And Ryan Steffen tips it away, but it's going to stay with Port.
I wish best of luck to the South Seniors and
yeah, senior night tonight.
And their tournament run. Like I said, they should be a 5 or a 6 seed, I believe, Marty.
That happens this weekend, correct?
Correct.
So people are interested enough, you can check the WIAA website for that. And that's going to be our final 68 Port Washington, 56 for South. Great effort by the Southsiders, but Port, there's a reason why they're rated #1 in Division 2.
And I hope my niece is happy because she attends Port Washington High School.
We are not. But with that, another great job by the crew. Scott Maloff, our director, Eric Wiesman up here on the top camera, Nate Delasassi on the bottom camera. For my partner Chris, I'm Mike, saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.